What it do, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I am here with a brand new Spill the Tea video. So this past Saturday on Carlos King's Nightcap show on OWN, his guests for the week were Payton and LaTisha Scott, as well as Winter from Love and Marriage DC. And of course, like every week, I have been tuning in, and every episode has been entertaining as hell. Loving what Carlos is doing over there on that show. I do, however, want him to cut back on all the hair, dye, the spray. Cut back some. Because that shit is looking as black as concrete, as black as some goddamn paint for your cabinets. Like, hold back some, Jesus. Just hold off of it, the spray can. Tell your barber to back up a little bit. But anywho, like I said, Destiny and Tisha were on the show, and right from the get-go, the first 5 minutes, I was rolling my eyes and shaking my head based off the bullshit that they were on there saying. Take a listen to this audio clip.
How did you find out that Kiki was filming on the show this season?
She said no, they called her because they have a mutual friend, and her friend was like, you should try to get Kiki on the show. Because I know she want to be a part of the show. Like, she has never been on the show before, but okay. So yeah, she called her and said, I would love for you to be an additional cast member on Love and Marriage.
Now, you see how Tisha just lied that damn fast talking about Kiki had never been on the show before this season. She was on literally, what was that, season 3, when y'all had the race or whatever, and Kiki and your brother were confronting Marceau about the side of the tracks comment when she had that burgundy hair. I want to say that she was in another scene before that. So what the hell are you talking about, Tisha?
What's up, Destiny? What led to you and your ex getting a divorce? Are you allowed to say exactly what happened?
I mean, I'm allowed to say it on this show, just not on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Why is that?
Because we had an agreement to not speak about him on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
But your ex-husband requested that on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you were not allowed to talk about your divorce. Mm-hmm. But on the Nightcap with Carlos King, you can.
My thing with that whole statement is, when you came back divorced, why not just say that? Hey, I'm divorced now, and I signed a gag order, so that's why I can't be very transparent about what's going on, instead of all the rigmarole and beating around the bush and this, that, and the third for a whole fucking season and a half. Ugh, annoying.
Why did you and LaVera get a divorce?
When you get married, you are to leave and cleave, right? So I was the third person in my marriage.
Ooh. Who was the first and second person?
Him and his person that he wouldn't cleave from.
Oh. Is the other woman you're talking about his mother? So was your ex-husband's mother meddling in your marriage, and he chose his mother over you?
If you try to make him choose, you'll never win.
Ooh.
So I remember when Destiny did her interview with the ladies that Bondi does her group interviews and show with. I can't remember their name, but shout out to them. I remember in that interview she was saying that she had went to see a lawyer herself before she in fact was served from LaBrick. So that does add up with what she was saying in that interview, that they, were going through a terrible time and it was really rough. So I guess, she was having issues with his relationship with his mother. But this is a good example, ladies, of to stop thinking that a ring is going to solve something, because she said that they had been together like for 5 years before they got married. So I'm pretty sure in that 5 years you saw the signs that this man was a mama's boy and that his mother had control over him. So like I said, this is a good example of to not go into a marriage thinking that a marriage and a certificate and a ring is going to solve some of the red flags that you saw going into the marriage.
Well, friendship doesn't conquer all. So if you saw on the first episode of the Nightcap, Melody made a comment that she saw a utility bill on your door and that she gave you upwards of $6,000. Is that true?
When she gave me the money, let's be clear, it wasn't all at once. She texted me and said, check your PayPal. And I checked my PayPal and it was $1,000 in there. I'm like, oh my God, no. She's like, keep it, whatever. I sent her a voice note saying thank you, and I was like emotional, right? And so then after that, I was in a custody battle with my son, and I had paid for attorneys over and over again. And Melly PayPal me again, being a great friend, saying, hey, this is for your attorneys, because I know what you're dealing with trying to fight for your son, right? And then the last part would be the sponsorship.
Do you feel like it was messy of Melody to share that with the world?
I feel like it was the lowest of lows.
I'm confused. How could she possibly feel that was the lowest of lows when you were the one that has repeatedly said in interviews and on the show that she wasn't a good friend for you, she wasn't there for you during your divorce, and this, that, and the third. So then when she finally defends herself and gives the real true tea, now that's the lowest of lows. Make it make sense, Destiny. Make it make sense. You have went on a whole smear campaign saying that this girl was not there for you. She wasn't calling you. She wasn't returning your calls and all of this stuff. When then you have contradicted yourself and said that, even after the whole reunion situation, when you called Melody hysterical, she stopped what she was doing to come and be of service to you as a friend. So make it make sense, girl, because 1 + 1 ain't adding up to be 2.
I want to be clear about the friendship, because for me, Melody and I both know where the bodies are buried. I just choose to not tell where hers are.
And by bodies, do you mean male bodies?
Oh, I just said we know where the bodies are buried.
You saying that you know where all her bodies are buried. We both know where the bodies are buried on both of our sides, but I just wouldn't bring that up. You are the one that brought it up on the show, ma'am, that you were getting public assistance. So nobody outed you that you were having financial troubles. You outed yourself. So the delusions of grandeur here crack me up. She act like Mel just went out there telling her business that she was having financial troubles, this, that, and the third. You are the one that kicked it off and brought it up on the show, ma'am. Once again, hold yourself accountable. And then I didn't get this part on audio recording, but they played a game towards the end of the episode about like how big is your man's package. And Destiny was throwing shade at LaBrick's package down there and was saying how big her new guy's penis is. And somebody on Twitter says, so now Destiny want to play LB's manhood, but it was big enough to have your ass moving to a whole nother state, getting pregnant and moving in and defending him down to the gristle over a chicken garment. Woo, that tickled the hell out of me. The person on Twitter that said that was at Miss Tijai or something like Tijai. Child, I holler, because if that ain't the truth, child, girl, bye.
And speaking of lows, Melody said that your father is in her DMs. Did you know that?
She's excited about getting attention from an older man that she can have it. I mean, everybody in the world sees her nipples, so he's like, he's trying to shoot his shot.
Simmer down, LaTisha. First of all, yes, Mel's breast did pop out on that live last week when there was the altercation during filming. But she act like Mel literally pulled her titties out and shook them for the world and put them on the glass like Sir Mix-a-Lot. Girl, have fucking several. She was trying to stop a fight and her breasts were exposed on accident. So have several seats hooked on phonics.
Okay. He's never discussed Melody with me, but he's a single man. He can do whatever he wants to do.
Can he do Melody?
Listen, Van wanted to march. She may want my dad. Who knows? They like to spread the wine and
There's so much I want to say right now because that comment right there truly disgusted me. That Tisha would get up there and say that about somebody's mother. Now, considering all the things that Wanda has said about Mel, her marriage, her children, Mel still to this day has yet to really go there about Miss Wanda. She just say, girl, I ain't thinking about that lady, or I ain't tripping off da 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 da. She has never called that lady a bitch, called her anything to that nature that I know of or that I have seen publicly. So for Tisha to then be on this show and then bring up this whole thing about Miss Vanessa fooling around with Marceau's brother. Okay, even if she did, so the fuck was she a grown ass woman? He a grown ass man. Okay, what the fuck ever. But even just the whole comment of they like to spread it low and spread it wide. Why would you say that about somebody's mother? First of all, y'all already know this is a no slander Miss Vanessa channel. Me and Miss Vanessa are really cool with one another. We check up on each other weekly. There is a lot of stuff that she has revealed to me that goes on behind the scenes that I never tell you guys about. Honestly, typically, we don't even talk about the show for real. We just check in with each other. And I can honestly say, right hand to God, in the year-long relationship that I have had with Miss Vanessa and with everything that has been said about her, her daughter, her grandchildren, she has never once slandered or said anything just downright nasty about Miss Wanda, about Tisha, about Marceau, or any of these people. And that just goes to show you what type of character that she has, that she would never even stoop that low in private. So this is why I go up for Miss Vanessa bigger and badder than anybody. Now, if anybody want to call me biased about anybody, it will always be about Miss Vanessa. Now, anybody else can pretty much get it. But Miss Vanessa, you will never, because I, myself, Keisha Irvin, have witnessed the grace, the integrity, and the beauty of this woman in real life outside of the show. So for LaTisha to say that about this woman who has never publicly or privately on my end said anything so down low about her or her raggedy ass family, fuck you, you loose mouth bitch you. You went too far with that. You and your goddamn mammy. Fuck you and fuck her. That shit was trifling. You owe her an apology. That was just disgusting. You don't say that about, first of all, nobody else's mama, but somebody that is your elder, that you know. You raggedy bitch you. You raggedy, yuck mouth, non-talking ass bitch you. Ooh. And that's where I'm going to stop. That's where I'm going to stop because there's so much more that I could rip Tisha apart. But that's fucking nasty. That was nasty. And that was low. And that's why I say I don't understand where this show is going to be able to move forward to, because lines have been crossed and stepped over, child, so much that I could never even possibly even think to film with these people ever again if I was Mel or her mother. I would never even grace their presence ever again after everything that has happened, because I would fuck Tisha the fuck up. On sight, I'm punching you in your shit, bitch, because you got like fucked up talking about my mama in such a derogatory way. I'm whooping your ass for old and new. I'm whooping your ass for the goddamn special needs care that your mama didn't give your ass as a fucking child. I'm beating your goddamn ass, bitch, because you got like fucked up. Fucked up. And Mel got more grace than me. Because, bitch, I'll be at her motherfucking door. At her goddamn door after that. Anywho, let me know what y'all thought about this whole episode. Everything that Destiny and that bitch had to say. Ooh, that pissed me the fuck off. Nope. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.